The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Trap 50, trap 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Campbell. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Kevin Pirates, Kevin Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Gabbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
2nd and 6. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Another catch for Tate. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Ready? Panther 11. Cowboy Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Come on. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
19 right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Campbell. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ready up. Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to avoid him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Panther 11, Panther 18, 20.
Looking to throw. Campbell. And his throw is going to be incomplete. fair to say hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw is Campbell from the gun on third down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Campbell. Pass taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Dragon 60.
Now Campbell operating from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Campbell. He finds his man, complete. It's Casey. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Campbell. He completes it to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Campbell. And a quick feed from Tate. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Campbell. The back foot throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Campbell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Off to Thomas on the left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now Gabbert. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie,
Big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Gabbert now from the 50. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to